Hi Taurus, welcome to your mid-February 2021 Oracle and Tarot reading. My name is Tessa and you're watching my channel. Okay, this video is going to be nice and short and sweet. Not going to be very long. We're just going to do Oracle and Tarot reading for this series. I do have some announcements. I'm finally finished with my website, tesataboo.com. I have my first blog post as well. It's Tarot Scope for February. As time goes on, I'll start adding more to it, but I'm not really in any rush, you know. I'm kind of just taking my time developing my YouTube channel and my website and all the things that I want to do. So I'm taking my time. I'm not here trying to get like thousands of followers. Like that's just not my jam. That's not my thing. I just want to be myself and I just want to do what I enjoy. And I want people to just, you know, like me for who I am and, you know, that's it. Be part of my journey. So, yeah. Let's see. Let's see. What can I say? Oh, yeah. I'm using two new decks. I'm using two new decks that I haven't used before. They're different. They're very, very cool. The Oracle deck is called Astrosoul, and there's so many cool cards in here. It's pretty much like zodiac signs, planets, moon phases, all the houses, asteroids. So there's a lot of cool stuff in here. And they've actually been doing really good in terms of like extracting information for you, you know, things that you can focus on, things that you can look at. I've really been enjoying them. I wasn't really sure like I was being pulled to use these cards very strongly, but I wasn't really sure how it was gonna go, and I wasn't sure yeah, I wasn't really sure how it was gonna go. But so far, the messages that have been coming out have been like super clear and super interesting and really useful, like really useful information. Okay, so I'm going to pull, like I said, it's going to be nice and short and sweet. I'm going to pull 3 cards from the Oracle deck and 3 cards from the Tarot deck. The Tarot deck I'm using is called Murder of Crows Tarot. Okay. Murder of Crows Tarot. So that is the Tarot deck. Super cool. All in black and white. Kind of creepy. A little scary. Reminds me of that book from childhood, Scary Stories We Tell in the Dark. Totally into that type of stuff. So you'll see. Yep. So let's see what we got for you, Taurus, for mid-February 2021. Look at how cool these are. So we have the 12th house. I surrender. Okay. The 12th house is ruled by Pisces and the planet Neptune. So I'll read this to you and then I'll kind of explain it. This is the house of intuition and the unconscious. Here's where we can see transcendent experiences, hospitals, prisons, secret agendas, and hidden enemies, as well as unknown possibilities and one's weaknesses. This house is also associated with long-term confinement, seclusion, and psychic abilities. Ooh. Okay, so there's definitely some, there could be some like inner, I don't want to say like inner turmoil, but there could be a lot of like, you could be maybe undergoing some spiritual transformations right now, some like kind of deeply rooted, trying to kind of figure out a deeper understanding of your own energy, a deeper understanding of your own spirituality, your own unconscious, the things that could be hiding within the realm of your own mind, but also maybe in your surroundings, you know, like what are the things that maybe you haven't noticed before that maybe you need to pay attention to more right now. Okay, so just kind of like being more aware also of your surroundings, being more aware in general of the things that are going on around you so that you can understand how you place within this bigger kind of spiritual world that is unfolding and that is taking place. We have another card where it says surrender. Okay, so we have the waning crescent moon, and it says surrender, restore, reflection, intuition, and stillness. Yeah, so there's probably a really important and deep need to like seclude yourself, to maybe just like spend some time alone, to surrender to your own intuition, to allow yourself to reflect more on things that are happening, to allow yourself to really like sit in stillness, to really allow yourself to kind of like go within yourself, within your own heart, within your own mind, and to understand what it is that you're about, to understand your spiritual journey. Like, what is your spiritual journey here? Okay, and then to surrender to that spiritual journey. I feel like that's going to be super, super important to be on that path. And then we have the asteroid Ceres, okay? So Ceres is the asteroid, says nurture up here, of nurturing, kind of like how we, how we nurture our environment, how we nurture our children, how our parents nurtured us. So there, I'm feeling this more as like, how are you nurturing yourself? Okay, you could be a parent. If you're a parent, you probably think a lot about your children. You probably think a lot about like if you're nurturing them enough, or are you like being overbearing, because kids also need to be able to discover for themselves what they stand for. Okay, so this could be like, so if you do have some kind of struggle in that realm kind of going on in your life, you might need to kind of nurture yourself and help yourself through maybe some challenges that you could be facing with your children. But the most important thing is to like teach, if you do have children, to teach your children how to nurture themselves for their own growth, because they're not always, I think one of the biggest challenges for any mother, if you are a mother, probably a little bit more than a father, but fathers could definitely experience this too, is, like when your child wants to separate himself or herself from you, it becomes like a attachment, there's detachment anxiety, attachment anxiety. I don't know if I'm using that word correctly, but like, so a lot of the times it's like we just kind of forget that at some point, kids do grow up and they do leave, they do become their own individuals, and they need to be able to take care of themselves and to nurture themselves without the help of a parent. Okay, but I am kind of seeing this as like, nurture yourself, understand your own spiritual path, okay, with your children and without your children. And if you don't have children, then I don't know, I'm getting a really strong children vibe. But even if you're just a caretaker of any kind, like it's still going to be important to think of yourself as an individual and the person that you're taking care of as an individual, and kind of like, and think more in terms of like us being on our own spiritual path. And it's like, how are you helping yourself on your own spiritual path, and then how are you helping others to be on their own spiritual path? I don't know if that's making any sense, but hopefully it makes sense. Okay, Four of Wands. See how cool these cards are? And I love this one in particular. This is, Venus in Aries. Four of Wands, Venus in Aries, fire. Building a foundation, and it's falling under the 12th house. I surrender. So like, there could be a home, or building like a stable home, a foundation to where you can feel protected, especially if you are going to be retreating into yourself, to spend more time alone in seclusion, to really understand your kind of more spiritual purpose. And who you are. But I am feeling like, I don't know, you want to create maybe a more spiritual home. Okay. Or you want to create a stronger foundation within yourself based off of inspiration and love and beauty. Because this is Venus in Aries, okay? So you want to start, creating a new foundation where you are able to like share it with others and work with others of growth, of spiritual growth, of love and beauty, and kind of like companionship. Whether you're in a relationship with her or not doesn't matter. Like just like a companionship of friends, of coworkers, of, you know, just kind of like community type of vibe. Page of Cups, okay, falling under the waning crescent. Page of Cups is a student, okay? This is a student of love, a student of expression, a student of things that are matters of the heart, okay? So there's a really good possibility that you need to learn to open up your heart a little bit more, and that is going to help you on your spiritual path, to be able to open your heart and to be able to learn about others as they open their hearts as well, and to like allow your heart and to allow love and to allow that to guide you, to surrender to that, to surrender to the idea that you will always, to surrender to the idea that love is like this pure, unintentional, unconditional kind of energy that allows us to connect and to learn about each other in very deep ways. And that will restore your faith in like spirit. It will restore your faith in whatever situation you have going on right now that could be troubling. Okay. And then for the final card, we have Judgment. This is a major arcana card. This is Pluto. So you are like kind of being, I don't want to say you're being hard on yourself, but you are kind of feeling like you need to step up. You are judging yourself. You could be judging yourself harshly, or you could be feeling like you are being judged. You could feel like you are being judged by others. Okay, and that is why you need to go within and you need to nurture yourself, and you need to go through this whole process to just kind of maybe like re-examine or to see how it is, what it is you really feel and where you stand and what path you really want to go on. So yeah, I could be feeling this is maybe like judgment from the outside, as especially if you are paying more attention to your surroundings and maybe you're just like feeling more and more like, I don't know, like boxed in, or you're feeling like some kind of heaviness around you. So there could be like some kind of judgment that is making you want to go and retreat within and to nurture yourself within so that you can rediscover your own spiritual purpose. You can rediscover your own heart and the love that you are able to give to yourself, to your kids, if you have kids, to others, to your companionships, and kind of like move forward into the world with more clarity about your own intentions. There you go. Taurus, this is your reading. This was actually like the nicest reading that I've done so far, very like straightforward. So I hope all that information made sense. I hope it was as good for you as it was for me. Wink. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.